Hello and welcome back. I'm Dyslexic Gamer, and this is another episode of Pacific Drive. In this episode, we're going to continue on our journey to the next objective, which is getting to Tobias's next marker. And we're trying to find out why Odie is so obsessed now all of a sudden with the blackout. So let's get started. I think it's OP, not Odie. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that was fun. Just remembered I have a radio. All right. I may have to pull over and toss some putty. I'd prefer not to lose our armor. I want to fix that front bumper too. Just in case. I mean, either trail is going to take us eventually to there, so it doesn't matter which one we pick. I mean, it does. One's faster than the other. The one I'm trying to have as little damage as possible. Ooh. Dense radiation crows. Oh, geez. Alright, what's going on? Just a second. avoid running those things over. Although I want to risk death to get out the scan. Those things mean bad news. Alright, come on. Oh, the car is not driving very well at all. Okay. Yeah, I really wanted that dumpster pearl. Alright, I am trying very hard to avoid these things. Get to the exit. I know. Ah. I didn't get to scan it because it blew up on me. Nice. Not exactly sure where the road is, because we're in a perpetual cloud of grossness. It is apparently leading my car. There's the road. Oh my god, look at that, we're out of it. Come on, let go. Let go. Did they just destroy all of our tires? Definitely don't have enough rubber to fix that. So we're riding on the rims of the rest of this adventure. Luckily that doesn't cause the damage in this that it does in real life. That's fixable, where you'll just ruin a rim in real life. I may have done that once. Alright, here we go. I don't know if this is the breach point episode or thing or what, but we're going. By breach point, I mean breaching into the deeper area. We have to do that at some point. Leave.
Are you ready, driver? Okay, first off, I've loaded up 3 locations on your ARC device map. You see them? Head to whichever strikes your fancy.
You're sending them to the Visions?
Sure am. We're going to use this.
Bioptical vassalizer. We shouldn't use that.
Why not?
I mean, it's been decades. No way that thing is in any sort of working shape.
I've been fixing her up in secret, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad.
It's gonna be a surprise for your birthday. Oh, I've gone ahead and made an itty-bitty modification to your headset, driver. I've hooked up the basilizer here to modulate your scan function. Think of it like an extra layer of mayonnaise on your technology sandwich.
What are you using the
Flat
basilizer
tire.
No spoilers. We have to tell the story from the beginning. Driver,
Damn it.
get ready to feast your eyes
Eyes on the Visions.
Sure, I need to scan that.
So we told you about the mass hallucination. Hundreds of people.
30 seconds of crazy, yada yada. But there was one instance where that event and the remnants intersected. The story of Laura Cesari. Laura worked at ARDA as an executive secretary.
She put in her hours, but she spent her evenings with a real passion. Painting. When the hallucination event swept through, Laura was overtaken like everyone else. But for her, the visions didn't stop. She tried painting them, but grew frustrated at her inability to recreate what she saw. Now at first, Anna wrote her off as one of the many whose brains got scrambled by what they saw. Until Laura stumbled across a rusty can of paint in the woods. It was a remnant. Once she started using this paint, the visions in her paintings began to come true. She painted feverishly for over a year, chasing the visions the entire time. Until the day the paint ran empty.
And then she disappeared. Like all remnant holders do.
Now that we know the remnants and the mass hallucination are related,
The great pile up. You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead,
Apparently I
you can
can't
spot the
attack those.
helmsman's body in one of the boats.
no chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
Hey, is it just me or did this mural look different before?
Probably the instability messing with the paint over time. It's been decades after all.
Nah, something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes from when we took a field trip out that way? Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
Alright, not sure what happened there. That was awful timing. Completely sure what happened there.
This is where your theory comes in, Francis. You tell him. Oh, look at me babbling away.
Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just... I'd rather not.
Come on, we talked about this. You should be proud of your word. Toot your own horn.
Not this time.
No!
Okay, well,
Where are you
Francis'
going?
theory, his entire branch of research
Was that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth.
every phenomena that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So he created this device to pick up on these sub-physical after effects.
Belching barnacle.
It was like identifying a whale's favorite color using only the wake it leaves behind. The rest was science mumbo-jumbo.
it's a form of electromagnetic imprint. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
And what a better time than now to try it again.
Must be we don't have radiation shielding anymore. Yeah, most of our panels are destroyed. But that's okay.
Bigfoot mural.
My personal favorite.
Wrong way.
Francis. Oh boy, Francis, look. Look here. It's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is. Wait. Let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula.
If we look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus. See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
I don't think this is the basilizer's doing.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision.
I'm gonna get this energy thing over here first. If I need to get out of here quick, that's gonna be impossible without any energy.
Driver, if you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural, do not eat it. No matter how tasty it might look.
You're speaking from personal experience. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again.
Alright, there's not a power thing here.
Probably past the biogenerators by now. They're our source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable limb tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on, but more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself. And the vision foretold its arrival in the zone.
It started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some. Then, the sightings of 10-foot-tall creatures started that didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found. The Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings. But
they were rare until Bigfoot had its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay away. And that's when the Squatches came knocking. They jumped the walls, set up camp, and they got to investigating.
Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms of the stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps. And for months, evidence mounted that Sasquatch was making its rounds and evading those traps. Until one night, the experts disappeared.
Bigfoot got them, no question.
Come on, all 8 at once? How is that possible?
Never get in the way of a hungry Sasquatch. So about that last vision.
Okay. That didn't seem possible. Let's get some hella shock, so I bounce in one direction and flip over the other.
The inverting doorway.
Ugh. I don't like this one. Oh, bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural? That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the three locations together, and you've got a square mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
Hey, Hoppy, you can stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this.
Fine work! We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination. That's where the driver needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I knew the basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
He still doesn't know, Francis.
Know what? Uppy?
Not my story to share.
My theory, and that basilizer, they're illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So, I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it, and then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory's wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants access those imprints, read them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that.
It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
Uh-oh, sounds like somebody did some bad shit.
Suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination
Source? What do we find that can prove your theory? It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
Poor guy.
That's... He'll come around. Sorry, driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
If I make it. Alright, unfortunately that's all the time I have for this episode. I'm the Dyslexic Gamer. This is Pacific Drive. I really hope you have a good one.